You got him on there, bud?
Got him on, brother.
That's the shot. G'day, welcome to Real Action. Barney, Sammy Hitzke, and of course Michael Guest. Very, very early morning. The drags are squealing. We're in the smaller boat today to 5:40. We've ducked offshore and we're chasing a few snapper in nice and shallow. Marked a nice big school of bait. I think you can see it on the sounder there. And Barney is away. That's about second cast.
I reckon I might even get the net ready for him.
Well, I reckon I'll boot you to the net.
Okay.
You hold that rod.
I might catch another fish.
We'll see what Barney's got here.
Oh,
I'd
nice.
say it's a nice snapper.
Bit of colour there, brother.
Oh, that's nice, Barney.
That's the right colour.
That's what we want to see this time of the morning, Barn. Keep going, son. Keep going, son. We'll sneak him in the net if we can get him in there.
Good starting fish, mate.
That's a great start.
Barney, could you have got a slightly brighter lure than that one there?
Well, I couldn't see anything this morning when we first left.
Just show everybody at home the colour of that lure. It is absolutely fluorescent. You right there, Brian?
I'm right there,
Just trying to hold a snapper that's kicking around, get it in that sunshine. Sun's just peeking its head over the horizon. Peak bite times, of course, are really early in the morning, late in the afternoon for the snapper. And we've got that happening right at the moment. A little bit of swell left over from the blow yesterday.
It was crazy yesterday.
Chalk and cheese today.
Yeah.
And just goes to show you, the forecast for this morning is probably around about 10 knots. We've got about 3 knots, and we're loving it at the moment. And that is a very, very good start there, Brian. Well done, son.
Happy days.
Snapper are just one of those great predators that love to hang around the bait schools. And we've got bait from pretty well top to bottom, looking almost to the top there, Sammy. And yeah, this time of the morning, that was a bite. Did you see that?
You got him, he's come back, he's come back.
You got him.
Second go.
This time of the morning, they'll hunt quite high in the water column. And important to keep your jig head not too heavy, fairly light. Looks like Sammy's got onto a nice one there at the moment. So we're fishing 1/4 ounce jig heads. As the wind picks up and we go a bit deeper, we can always go a little bit heavier.
He's a little bit of dancing there, mate, bit of dancing.
Come out there, mate. Come
Dancing.
out.
Give us a look at you.
There he
Oh,
is.
another
fish.
nice
He's a
snapper.
nice
Look at that, that's a nice fish.
In the net,
Yeah,
yes.
well done, mate.
I'm on the board. I've joined you, Barnes.
Good on
I've
you,
joined
man.
you. All right.
I must admit.
Re-rigging again.
No, I kept casting. I know I should have been focused on Sammy's fish, but I wanted to hook one myself while it was like nice.
There we go. How's the colours on them?
Man, the colours are just...
Early morning light, electric blue dots. I don't reckon it gets too much better. Better than a coffee, I reckon.
It's not that far away from the holidays, and we might even keep a couple to eat. That would be a perfect size.
That
we
is
may not release this fish.
Prime eating size.
Yeah, we'll look after him, make sure we bleed him and get him on the ice slurry pretty quick and look after them. And same any fish you're going to eat, you've got to look after your catch.
100%.
And we'll do justice to this fish anyway that way.
Yeah, it's our lucky day.
Yeah.
Not so much for him.
No, not so much for him. Found a couple of nice fish so far hanging around the bait school, so we just dropped the electric motor in and just pushing back into the breeze, and that'll probably do us there. And we're just going to sit here. We're actually drifting way faster than you'd think at the minute. This is a pretty handy gadget to be able to do this, so we'll just hit that spot lock button. We'll sit here and we're just going to arc some casts around in different directions and see if we can't find a fish. I think we're moving through them a little bit too fast on the drift at the moment. A lot of bait on the sounder, so any direction, boys, wherever you choose, I think. So I'm going to go this way. Oh, yep.
Good morning, got him, got him,
Fish
got
on.
him. Fish on.
Good fish.
Oh, I love that bite, Sammy.
Well, they clunk it.
So that worked. I love it when a plan comes together. And just drop that electric motor in, sat on the bait. Well, I can see the colour peering down in there. Nice little snapper, I reckon. I can
Nice
just about
colour it is.
lift him straight up, man. Hey, you love those head shakes through the rod tip.
Oh, hell, we've got a jumper.
Hey, mate, I reckon I'll take a quick wrap and we'll lift him straight up.
Happy days.
And I'll give him a bit of a hug.
Bit of a bear hug.
They are so active at the moment around those bait schools. They're such a good sport fish on the right tackle. And we're using the slightly heavier gear, 30-pound leader, 20-pound braid, and what we call the PE 2 to 4, 20 to 40-pound rods, 4,000 size spin reel at the moment as a tackle. Well done. You should do a
Well, I reckon I should be a model, I reckon.
Here it
Look
is.
at it.
Marine Rescue New South Wales has more than 3,000 volunteers to help keep you safe on the water. You can log on with your local Marine Rescue base when you're heading out. You can call them back to check your marine radio is working. Best of all, they'll come to your rescue if you break down or worse. It costs a lot to provide this world-class service, so make sure you support your local volunteers whenever you get the chance. Marine Rescue New South Wales, volunteers saving lives on the water.
Well, see, I reckon their snapper there now, righto. So have a look on let's have a look here for a minute. So we'll go a bit further. Their snapper there. So that's in front of the bait, exactly what we said. Those little arches there, their snapper. I reckon their snapper. So we're going to go a little bit further, and then we're going to stop right there. We're off the bait, I know, on the, and then we'll hit that button. So we'll park here, and then I want to get my lure to there. So what I'm going to do is, before these blokes even have a chance, I'm going to cast it out and it's going to move back around in the tide that way.
Yep.
Nice. Oh. When we get a few bites, what I normally do is just hit that waypoint button and I'll mark it twice so we know exactly where those bites came from. And you set up a bit of a trail and you'll find you'll drift back through or pull up there, and that's where you'll get another bite in that exact same spot. Makes sense, fish are hanging or holding in that area. And looks like Barney's got a nice one here. Come on, mate.
Love the sound
Love
of that.
When I see the old knees bend, I know it's a good fish.
Oh, you sort of got to
That's
become
it.
part of the rod, don't you? You sort
Yeah.
of.
Well, you don't want to pull back when that fish is pulling down, do you?
No.
You want to be what we call soft hands. About having soft hands. I can see a bit of colour down there. It looks like a really nice fish.
That is a nice fish.
That's a nice one, mate. All right. Here he comes. That is a cracker, mate. That is.
Yes!
Wow. Well done. Oh, he's into the
Happy
bait.
days.
Well done, buddy.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Oh, give us a look. Oh, mate, that's a horse. A little upgrade on this morning, too.
That's good. Isn't it?
Beautiful fish.
Wind's puffing a little bit harder there now, so definitely got a bit more in the windage department. You stuck to that bright orange colour,
I did,
Barney.
mate.
Why not? If you're catching them,
That's it.
why would you change?
Suits him. Brings out his eyes, I reckon.
It does. Oh yeah!
Hold on to us, son.
Jump onto the
just gonna hold
casting
on to you.
platform. We're starting to get that big bump happening, and you love to see that. Love to see that colour come up, that dark back. And then really, if you think of things like great white sharks, very, very dark grey on the back, light underneath, all sharks are pretty well like that. So what it tells me is the fact that it's dark here and light underneath, that they come up underneath bait fish and feed a little bit that way, similar to lots and lots of predators. And snapper have got great camouflage. They're a spooky fish if you go diving. Difficult to see, eh? They take off really
Very
quickly.
wary,
You don't
too.
see many when you're diving
No,
at all.
and I know the spear fishermen, when they get one, it's a
It's
real
a prize.
prize.
It is a
Yeah,
prize,
100%.
yeah, for sure.
Mate, that's a great fish, that one, Barn. Well done, son. Pinned him perfectly in the jaw there.
Scoffed it.
We'll get that hook out and be pretty keen to see that fish swim off.
Now that's a cracking catch. Have you been catching some ripper fish lately? Send in your photo to our Alfab's Cracking Catch competition at the Real Action TV Facebook page. To get you hooked up every week, we're giving away a pen, rod, reel and line combo, an awesome JBL marine stereo system, along with some great gear from Valvoline to keep your marine engine and trailer lubricated.
Yep.
Okay, mate. Go. You got him?
I got him.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Another nice snapper, hopefully, Barney. That's what we want. Straight up and down there. Straight up and down there at the moment.
Doing circles.
Boat.
Doing the.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You can go a little bit lighter again. That's what we call PE 2 to 4, 20 to 40 pounds. So for those bigger fish, it's rocking around a bit at the moment, but I know in that same rod there's what we call a 1.5 to 3, 15 to 30 pound. I reckon that's almost perfect for the average size
there's the
fish.
colour there.
He looks pretty nice there, that fish. See if you can't get the net under him.
And
Yes.
nice fish.
Happy
Nice
days.
fish. Well done, mate.
Cracker.
Yes.
How does it
There's another
love?
one. Hold him up. You're on fire. You and your bright orange are on fire,
mate.
Barney.
Well,
There you go. I'll let you do the honours.
thanks, mate.
Hate to steal your fish. That's another beautiful fish.
That's a very healthy looking individual, that one. You imagine being a small bait fish and you can see that thing coming at you with that bump on its head. I reckon that'd be a pretty scary sight if I was a yellowtail or a slimy mackerel and a pilchard and snapper. Not only are they mad on bait fish, but things like squid, octopus, after a big sea they eat
they crack at everything.
cungy and sea urchins, all sorts of stuff. So they're one of those fish that will survive on all sorts of a big range of a diet, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But certainly at the moment we're actually catching around schools of yellowtail and slimy mackerel are where
Plenty of bait fish
hanging
about today.
Yeah, it's pinned in there. Big long lure like that creates a pretty big profile, and because it's got that heavily scented action happening there, puts a lot of scent in the water and sort of brings them in. And I guess when the things go a little bit quiet, when things go a little bit tough, those heavily scented lures can make a real difference.
Yep. Oh, I got one there.
Go, mate. We're in the 5.4 today, got the 115 on the back, and it's a beautiful boat to do all sorts of fishing. How cool is it? We can just duck offshore, come out here, get stuck into some snapper, and then later on you can go and chase some brim around the oyster racks or whatever you want to do. This is a beautiful setup, and the casting platform, 3 of us up here, plenty of bait on the sounder, and a few snapper coming out of there as well. Well done,
Snappy
Barney.
snap. Beautiful.
He's liking that orange colour still.
He
They
is.
are liking the orange colour.
Been catching a few nice snapper drifting over the bait schools, so we thought we'd drop a bait jig down and see what they are. They look maybe slimy mackerel, or definitely yellowtail I'd say in amongst them there. Sammy's just hooked a few up, and we've also marked what looks like, oh well, you've got,
I've got the mixed bag
I've got
there.
a mixed bunch. So we've got a couple of little yellowtail, there's a little yakka there, and a couple of sweep, Newcastle brim, sweep we'll call them. And we might even just rig one on wire and let it swim around while we're drifting through the schools chasing a snapper, because definitely big, long, skinny marks. That time of year, water's warmed up, there could be the odd Spanish or spotted mackerel swimming around there as well.
Give you this
Couple
one.
of baits never go astray. Wonder if Barney wants to see Barney, how good Barney is. Barney thinks he's a cricketer. I'll see if he can catch him. You ready, mate?
Yep.
Come on, go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
one. Next one into the tank. Come on, buddy. There it is. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, no, he got it.
One hand is all right.
Right.
One hand off the seat.
Got to keep yourself amused on the water. There's a big slimy mackerel that Sammy jigged up a minute ago. Got a chemically sharpened 6.0 hook, one through just behind the head, and one just pinned there like that. And we're just going to let him swim around while we're soft plasticking off the front. So we've got a couple of things going on there. I'll drop him out. Quite a big bait, so they've got a bit of a mind of their own, so I'll just cast him out there and I'll back the drag right off, and hopefully he'll just swim along with us. And yeah, if there's a Spanish or a spotted mackerel around there, I'm sure he'll draw someone's attention anyway. Yeah, I think we had a bit of an inquiry here, boys.
You have.
Oh, look at
look
that go. Something has eaten. So that lasted all of, about 5 minutes in the water, and it has been eaten. Just pays to have a wire rig ready, just be prepared for anything that can happen on the water. Surface lure, you never know when you want a chrome jig to throw at a tuna. And in this case, yeah, I'm not sure. We did spot a couple little sharks swimming around, so that'd be pretty cool if it's a little hammerhead or something. So we've spotted what this is, a little shark. But it's got a little bit quiet on the snapper, which you get that early bite, so it's good fun to be fighting something a bit different. Could have been thought it might have been a mackerel the way it took off, but these little sharks, they certainly cut the water pretty quickly, and he looks like a little, is it a little mako? Yes, a little mako. That's pretty cool.
Happy days.
Oh, I know. Is it a
Little
hammer?
hammer.
Little hammerhead, sorry. Couldn't see what it was quite there for a sec. All right, mate. So we can grab this little hammerhead and show you what he looks like.
Spin round, fella.
You all right, mate?
Making hard work of it so far.
They're hard to hang on to, Sammy. Hang on to him, brother. You right there, Sammy?
So far.
Mate, I can dive in and give you a hand once you lift him up.
Now I'm stuck. How am I going to get up from here?
Righto, you ready?
Ready?
1, 2,
All
3,
abs.
go! No, mate. We got him. All right, they're
halves.
They're tough things to hang on to. Oh, they're strong. They are super strong. And they're amazing. Got that eye there where they can, we're on either side, and you wonder how they actually see anything. But what we'll do is quickly have a pair of pliers. Mate, just cut him off there. Razor sharp teeth. And that's what a little hammerhead looks like. All right, mate, let's get him back in the water. Right? And he's off. Had a little bit of blood on that side, but that won't hurt him. Just the hook spiked him just in the gills. We're only using wire because we're hoping for a mackerel. But mate, they are so tough and so strong.
It's unbelievable. They're only, what, that big? And they're two guys, and he's moving us around. And I go to the gym. Obviously you didn't. I saw him kicking you out of the way. But I was doing my part.
Seriously? They're man boobs if I ever saw them right there.
Oh, listen to him.
Are you still on that same orange lure?
I love that orange lure.
I know you love it.
For good reason too, it's been working.
What do you reckon, Barney?
Under that boat, there he is, a nice snapper, mate.
Oh, yes.
Happy
Right,
days.
well, I'll grab the net for that one, I think.
Oh. Yes, not only do I like that
Colour.
orange lure,
No, but the snappers like it as well. That's another
I
one.
love it.
Nice work. Dig him out. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold your fish up
You can
and
hold
show
my
everyone
fish.
just to see what it feels like. Yeah, snapper are one of those fish that really do like low light conditions, so if you can get one of those days where the cloud cover comes in, that certainly helps. Nice fish, mate.
Cracker.
Yep,
Got him that time.
got him that time.
Got yourself an inquiry there, mate.
Well, I have got a little bit of an inquiry. Sammy?
What do you got?
Oh, mate, just
Little
a
panty.
nice little fella, yeah. Beautiful snapper, absolutely. Beautiful looking fish. Now, talking about technique, show everybody, big long
Oh,
cast,
big long cast, right? I'll demonstrate right now.
wind in your back,
Cast all
so,
day.
bail arm over.
So what I'm doing, and what everyone else is doing, letting them sink down. Do you want me to do it, or you want to talk?
Mate, you're
Okay,
going
I'll
really
go.
well at the moment. Big thing is you've got to stay in contact with the bite because
100%.
a lot of the bites with snapper fishing come on what we call on the sink. So a big curly tail lure like that one is going to swim all the way down. You've got to be prepared, and sometimes it's a matter of even seeing your braid straighten just for that split
100%.
second and then loading up and away you go. But beautiful little fish like that, they're just hanging about, and of course snapper can grow to a huge size. We've been lucky enough, you and I and
Yes.
Barney, we did a show last year and we caught some absolute crackers around that 90
Stonkers.
centimetre mark. Nice to get those fellas, get a picture and watch them swim off. But if you're going to eat one, that's probably a really good size right there.
Yep.
Go, Barney! Now this is on the same drift that we had before, so really important to keep an eye on that trail on your GPS. So we've gone back up right on that exact same trail, and in the same area where we got, actually it's on the other one there, the same area where we got the bites before, we've had another bite. And guess who's on? Guess who's on, Sammy?
That stupid colour.
It's a beautiful colour.
Guess who's on, Sammy?
It is a beautiful colour.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the right thing and help Barney land. No, I'm not. I'm going to cast.
Thanks, mate.
I'll help him.
I think he can probably lift, only it's not a huge one.
Is he making it look big?
He's
on the
making it
camera?
look
He's
big.
he's doing these ones.
Typical Barney.
Hear that creaking? That's his knees. Oh,
Hold
stay
on.
there, big fella. Oh, it's a nice one, actually.
I will give you a
It's
net.
a nice one, actually.
Oh, trying to wet me.
Happy days.
There you go, mate.
Happy days.
Yes.
You ripper. Oh,
He's caught a couple today so far.
oh, Barnes.
Well,
He's definitely not
See
here for his
old-
good looks, that's for sure.
some days are diamonds days.
Some days are very rough diamonds as well. Is it fair to say that?
I think so.
Is
I
it
think
fair
so.
to say some days are fairly rough diamonds? Hey, speaking of which, just make sure you keep an eye on the weather forecast. We got a bit of a lull this morning, so it was forecast to be about 11 knots
Yeah.
this morning, and we went, oh, you know. But hey, this thing is amazingly soft riding. It's been awesome, and in these conditions, no problems for us. We're going to punch back about 10 miles, but this wind is actually stronger than what they forecast.
Yeah.
So just remember, I know we've said it on the show before, and just because it says 15 knots could easily turn into 20 odd knots, and you've got to allow that
Keep an eye
percentage
on
of
it.
difference,
Yep,
haven't you?
for sure,
So sometimes
for
it
sure.
works for you, as it did this morning.
Yeah.
And then this afternoon,
Perfect timing for that.
yeah, it's picked up a bit more. Well done, bud. Mate, you have been on fire today. I thought I had the big mackerel when that live bait went off. Turned into a hammerhead shark, but that was pretty exciting as well. Barney's been going really well on this bright colour, and we've caught ourselves a really nice brace of snapper. I think the highlight was that bigger one that you got there.
Oh, for sure, mate.
Sammy missed a big one. I missed a big one.
Oh,
But
what
some-
could have been? What could have been?
Hey, what could have been?
The other side of the boat.
The other side of the boat. Barney, Guesty, Sammy Hitzke. You've been watching Real Action. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.
See you guys.
Well done, buddy. That's awesome.
If you want more tips, tricks, and behind the scenes stories, check out the Real Action Fishing Podcast.